look at this hole right here. Trouble, thick, like you can't have your golf ball going here, you'll lose it, and down the left. Now, this is the 18th here at Mottram Hall. I'm sure you've got a hole like this, but I bet you didn't realise that your wrist action is actually causing you to hit those errant shots and actually not have the power that you need. You don't realise that this, I think for, I'm going to say 99% of golfers, could be the missing piece of the puzzle to power, but most importantly, accuracy. This here and this here. Now, if you're new here, you probably won't realise that this channel is powered by you, the viewers. So today we're answering John's question saying, I'm always working on cocking and uncocking my wrists to keep them attuned to their role in the golf swing. I didn't know about your hammer demonstration. Well, what not many golfers realise is the role of the wrists in the golf swing and how the grip can really impinge them, take power off, or actually add power to your swing. Now, if you want to get involved in Powered by the Viewers, it's really quite easy. Subscribe, turn the bell, and just pop what you need help with down below in the comment section. Now, I will show you what grip you need so you can actually take advantage of this hole, like I showed you on the tee. Get down there with power and not worry about missing it right and left. So let's start with scenario number 1, when our grip is far too strong. So like loads of knuckles showing, and what I mean by loads of knuckles is like 3, 3.5, possibly 4. So a grip like that, a right palm pointing up to the sky, look what that does to my club face. If I use my wrists the way I should do, this is going to get my club face to be really closed. Now, when it's really closed, we're anticipating a low left ball flight. So actually, many people think stronger grip, I'm going to release it more, I'm going to get more power. It can actually have a negative effect on launch and spin, which sends your power right down to the ground. I mean, so far low into the ground, it's untrue, it's costing you. Look at this ball flight. I bet that's common for you, isn't it? Low left. We've got to keep that out of our game. So let's go into scenario number 2 now. Again, I want to reiterate what I'm doing here. I'm using my wrists the way I should. I'm trying to feel like my wrists work in that motion. But how I gripped it then was affecting my steering wheel. So even though my wrists are moving great, this wasn't communicating. And when it doesn't communicate, we really start to struggle with accuracy and power. So let's go to scenario number 2. This is when I see golfers have the club in the palm, and I check this every single lesson. So I know it's in the palm, there's a bit of a gap here. So if you grab your golf club right now and you're watching this video and you've got the gap, you're really sacrificing power. I was going to show you how far that one went, but I really don't think it needs to be shown. You saw it was low, you saw it was left early. Let's hit one away now with a weak palmy grip. This is how far I would hit it using a normal wrist action with a bad grip. Now look at that curvature. I tried to move my wrist in the exact same motion I'm going to do on the final grip, but because I couldn't orientate my hands on the club properly, then therefore really limit how I use my wrists, it was short, it was weak, and it was up the right. If you're seeing numbers like this, like 194 yards carry, and finishing around the 211 mark, and you feel like it's just weak and slicey, you're definitely in that grip. Now, that was palmy and weak. This next grip is just when we have it weak. So I'm gonna say when we've got one knuckle showing on your glove hand, but actually you still have the club in the fingers the way you should do. This is a slightly better scenario, but I'll be honest, only slightly. So with the grip somewhere around there, look how far I hit this one. And again, you'll have the same effect. Okay, I managed to get that one quite straight, but still my power was really quite low. But on a good side, I'm actually creeping up power a little bit. 239 yards total, 147 ball speed, 101.7 club speed, and 208 yards of carry. So can you see the correlation here? I carried that pretty much where the weak palmy one finished. Again, I can't reiterate this enough. I was really trying to focus on moving my wrists in that motion, there. Like I was throwing a frisbee out the back of my left hand, whereas most of us, we move that way. And I'll be honest, we could have the best intention of doing that, but unless you've got the club in the fingers, you're never gonna do it. So this is what I want you to use. Not only on an 18th here like this, so you can take full advantage, and I'll show you where this ends up down the fairway, But when you're on any hole, if you need a bit of confidence, this is the process I want you to use. So, I need you to get the club in the fingers. So stand there, start with your club on a slight angle as I have here. And we're looking to place the club on a slight diagonal from the base of our fingers, there like that. So you can see, on a slight diagonal. Now this is really important that you follow this process. It's not palm down and then fingers on. I like to wrap my fingers on, then bring my squishy bit down. Let me show you that a little bit closer. Again, I'm keeping the angle. I'm not doing it in this order, down and fingers on. I'm going wrap the fingers, down, wrap the fingers, down. This way, I'm keeping my wrist active. I'm communicating a nice neutral grip, 2.5 knuckles, to a square club face. So now I release that club, I understand what my club face is going to do. Now this does take a little bit of tweaking. It's not one grip size fits all. So what I would really recommend, if you're a golfer who slices it a little bit, have a look at this grip on the screen. You want to go maybe 2.5 to 3 knuckles, not really strong as we had it before. Okay, and now if you're a golfer who has a hook shot, you want to be going sort of 2 knuckles max. What I'm trying to say here is, it's not one grip size fits all, and it's not one grip technique fits all. There is definitely common denominators that make us play our best golf. So what I'm saying is, I like 2.5, you might like 2.5, you might like 2, depending on your bad shot. If it's low and left, try it a little weaker. If it's high and right, try it a little stronger. But don't go to those extremes I showed you at the start. So it'd be up, angle, on, fingers on first, club down, nice and square, right hand on in that fashion. Now I'm gonna release this club. Look for me, what distance this gets. Oh, I would take that drive every single time down this fairway. Let's jump down there, but first let me show you how far that's just gone. Look at these numbers right here. 256 yards of carry, 259.69 spin, 2,569 spin. I've got to see this. 281 yards total. And look at this, right? I'm now using my wrist properly, therefore my club head speed's gone up, my strike's gone up, and my ball speed's gone up. You don't realise the impact of your wrists on the golf swing, on your ability to square the face, bring power, and the big thing, consistency. Consistency. Okay, let's jump down the fairway and see where this is finished. You aren't going to believe the difference in distance between that white golf ball that I hit with just the weak grip. So like not even the palmy one and not even the one that went low into the ground the first shot we hit. Look at the difference in where these have gone. This right here is that weak grip that I hit. I'm going to think the third shot, and this up here is, can you see that red golf ball up there? I know it's so far up into the distance, but that right there is the shot that I hit with the nice neutral grip right at the end. That's ridiculously different. So I do hope you enjoyed this video today here on Alex Elite Golf. It's free, it's simple, and it's powered by you. This is the question that we answered today, but I want to help you play your best golf this summer so you get to wide open, well not saying wide open, tight par fives like this, and you can get the confidence if you use your wrist in the right way, and you can actually use your wrist in the right way if you have the correct grip.